In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create swim lanes on a Jira Kanban board. If you've ever felt like your Jira board is starting to look cluttered, this walkthrough will help you create a cleaner, more organized visual layout so your team can track work more easily. Swim lanes are especially useful when you want to group issues by category, by person, or by priority without changing the actual workflow columns on your board. To get started, open your preferred web browser and sign in to your Jira Cloud site. For privacy and security, use your own company's Jira URL or sign in through the official Atlassian login page. Once you're on the main Jira home screen, go to the top navigation bar, click Projects, and open the software project that contains the Kanban board you want to update. When your project loads, you should see the active Kanban board with its columns and cards. Next, move to the top right area of the board and look for the three-dot menu. Click that menu once, then choose Board Settings or Configure Board, depending on the version of Jira you're using. This opens the board's configuration area, where all the display and structure options are managed. On the left side of the settings page, you'll see a sidebar with different configuration sections. Find the option labeled Swim Lanes and click it. This is where you control how Jira creates horizontal rows across your board. In the main Swim Lanes section, look for the drop-down labeled Base Swim Lanes On. Click it to see your available options. Here, you can decide how the board should group cards into rows. For example, you can choose Stories if you want items grouped by parent work, Assignees if you want rows based on the people responsible for the work, or Epics if you want to separate tasks by larger feature groupings. Choose the option that best fits how your team reviews work during planning or daily tracking. If you need something more specific, open that same base swim lanes on dropdown and select Queries. This gives you a more advanced option using JQL. A text field will appear where you can enter a descriptive name for the swim lane and then add your JQL rule. For example, you might create a swim lane that only shows unresolved highest priority issues. After entering the query, click Add to save it. Once your swim lanes are configured, click Back to Board in the upper left area of the page. Jira will apply the changes and display your new swim lane structure directly on the board. Take a moment to review the layout and make sure the rows are displaying the way you expect. That's it. Your Jira Kanban board should now be easier to scan, easier to manage, and much more effective for visual workflow tracking. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.